Surviving 1000 days in hardcore Minecraft. We've
Let's
achieved
go.
so many amazing things. But today, I want to build something that very few have ever built before. An Ender Dragon farm. This is going to take a lot of preparation and a lot of planning to pull off. And you'll be glad to know that as long as I don't die, I will be continuing this world. I've spent over 300 hours making this series. So if you haven't already, please subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and really thanks for watching, guys.
A challenge. A very, very simple challenge. Let's get a timer on screen and see just how fast I can find a brand new notch apple. My first idea to begin with is to travel quite a long way in the nether. And then when I make a new portal, I'm going to be in a completely new area miles away from spawn. And already we've got a ruined portal. There is a chance this has a notch apple, but you know, the chance was low. This is what I've been looking for. A desert, because deserts have desert temples. Which have a what? Okay, that's not a water bucket. Let me try that again. Which have a 1 in 10 chance of having a notch apple. This one had diamonds, but who needs diamonds? This chest had a golden apple. Oh my goodness, temple number 2, and we already got a notch apple. Don't mind if I do. So I pulled that off in about 9.5 minutes. That's pretty insane. I guess now it's time to get on with my next project. I think it's time that I tidied up this room. There's chests filled with junk everywhere. This poor dog here still needs a name. It's time I got organized. And the way I'm going to get organized is just by putting all the chests in here instead. All items have been moved down here.
I love me some organization. Go for it.
I'm also going to move this ender chest and crafting table. I can go in this corner with the ender chest on top. Next, I'm going to give you a name. I did get lots of ideas for names, but I decided to call him Junior because he's the kid of these two. And now it's time to really spruce up these walls. What do you think? I got myself my very own 1000 days poster. I think it really brings the house to life. Look at them.
Cute.
The dogs love it.
Little family.
You want one of these posters as well? Well, don't worry, I got you covered. Just go to SB737.store and you can buy one of these. I have signed each and every one.
Go for it. Oh, that's cool.
It took a very, very long time. So I hope you guys enjoy them. They are limited edition. Once they've sold out, they're gone forever. Now, to farm ender dragons, we're going to need infinite end crystals. And one of the things needed to do that is a glass farm. So that's what we're going to start with. And a lot of glass is going to be needed for this, so I'm heading to the desert. This place isn't looking as good as it used to. But hey, if I need sand, I've got to get it somehow. I filled my inventory with sand. That should be enough. And now I can use all these furnaces to smelt it. Due to a real lack of fuel, I'm going to use lava buckets, which can easily be filled at the nether. Something else I'm going to need for this build is some vines. And this swamp is going to be the best place for me to get some. There we go. This is pretty easy. I've got 20. That's definitely enough. And now I have all the items that I need. Now let's find a place spawner and begin building this thing. This is the farming.
It's something I'd like to learn more about.
This spawner is in a pretty good spot. In order to get this farm ready, we've got to do a lot of digging underneath. You know, I feel like I'm starting to get a bit overrun with place, but I've successfully chiseled out the entire area. Now let's start building the platforms for these guys. In hindsight, I should have disabled the spawner with glowstone. Thankfully, I can just fly away and it'll despawn all of them. Now we're going to put a border around this glass, and then I can turn this into a giant glass cube.
Perfect.
Now all the blaze shall be trapped in this cube. Next, I'm going to dig out underneath here. The farm is now
Although we did build a farm for skeletons, but this is just a little bit different, I guess.
On top of the spawner,
Each one's
and finally
a little bit
lava into every corner. And there you have it. All the blades are being pushed down into the hole, and I can come into here and start taking them out. And as you can see, this has already got me loads of blaze rods. I'm also going to add a couple of birch doors here. Very nice. I'm going to head up to my bartering farm, grab some quartz, and then change this netherrack floor to be blocks of quartz. I've decided I'm going to mine up some crimson logs and change these trapdoors to be crimson ones, and the birch doors to also be crimson doors. There we go.
Pretty. There we go.
Feel to it. And now I'm going to spend some time here and see how many blaze rods I can get. I'll be more than enough to get my dragon farm going. Now the next item I'm going to need a lot of is glass. And there are two ways to obtain it. I can either trade with villagers, or I can mine up loads of sand and smelt it.
I would just do that.
Now I've filled up 6 entire shulker boxes of sand. Now before I actually set this sand off smelting, I want to do a few upgrades to my smelting room. So my plan for this is to add rails on top of the hoppers, and then they are connected to these powered rails. And then we're going to have hoppers facing into the rails. Now I can set this minecart going. It's going to be moving around, and I shall fill these hoppers with sand. Now this minecart is filling all these furnaces up. And then the final thing to do is just put these shulkers along here, and as you can see, they're going to be filling up the hoppers. Now my only worry about this contraption is I don't really have enough fuel for it. However, I know the perfect place to get loads of coal. The Wither Skeleton Farm. As you can see, this has got me loads and loads of coal, which has been waiting here, and we can get loads more here as well. I'm not going to hang about here any longer. We've got loads of stuff. Let's get back home. I could also use these blaze rods as fuel, but I'm saving them for more important stuff. I've slightly improved the system so the minecart comes quite a bit slower along here, so we can fill up with more sand. Look at all this beautiful glass. To be honest, we're going to end up getting overloaded if I'm not careful. So I've got the blaze rods. I've got the glass. What do I need next for my dragon farm? Ender pearls, and I know just where to find them. That is at my Wither
Do you have an ender farm?
As you can see, I get a lot of pearls from this system. I want to make it into an auto storage to sort out the wither roses
Ender
and
farm?
the pearls. So let's do a bit of breaking over here and get to work building the system. I built loads of these before, so I'm not going to show you all the specific details, but this will now split the wither roses and the ender pearls into 2 chests. I've already got most of the pearls I need, but I still want a few more, so I'm going to go and AFK up there. I love just watching the enderman appear and then run down. It just looks so funny. Pretty sure by now I should have all the ender pearls that I need. So now I can take these and head back home. Let's put both of these right here. I've just realised I am actually going to need like 4 times as much as this, because ender pearls only stack to 16 and I need stacks of 64, so not quite out of the woods yet with that. And I also need an entire shulker box of blaze rods. So I think I'm going to take these, head to the nether and collect some more. Nothing too exciting here, just me taking out blazes. I spent quite some time here and I've got loads and loads of blaze rods. I just need another 42 and we've got a full shulker box. And there we go, 49. That is more than enough. In fact, it's too many. And for my next plan, I'm going to need to go above the nether. Since I'm going to need a load of obsidian, this place has not got much. But if I come to the pigman farm and start collecting the gold from these guys, I can then trade it back to these guys and I can grab the obsidian from them and take it home. So the first thing that is completely done is all the blaze rods I need are obtained. We still need more ender pearls at some point and the glass is still smelting, but I still need ghast tears. So my next project is going to be a ghast farm, and this requires about 20 stacks of blocks and also 10 stacks of obsidian, so I'm going to have to get mining. And the best place I know to do this is going to be the end. And I'm going to fly to the top of one of these towers, hold down left click, press F3 and T, and then it's just going to keep mining for me with no hands. You know, in hardcore mode, it's a scary place being down here. And I now have over 12 stacks of obsidian, which can all be put into this shulker box. Then I can carefully fly back out and head back to the overworld. I'm also going to need 10 stacks of glass for this. I'm also going to need to go to a place where I keep chickens. Can't for the life of me find it, so I'm going to grab this chicken on the
it's such an involved process. Just, I mean, he's trying to make infinite ender dragons, for God's sake.
Let's tower up into the sky, and I can also glide back with this guy. Look at him, he's just
almost
walking
at
on
day
air.
9:30.
He can also be attached to this fence post. I'm going to create a little pen along here, and I'm
more
going
than
to dig out the
300
floor,
hours.
change
That's
it to
a
be
lot
hoppers,
of time.
and then
I mean,
carpet over the top.
yeah, it
Finally,
is,
I
but
just need to
still.
add some chests along there. Come on, fellas, let's get
gonna
you
be
into your new
productive
home.
time
And those
too.
guys should start getting me loads of eggs. And I always say, the more chickens, the merrier, so let's breed more. I'm going to feed you loads of seeds, because I've got no other use for them. Wow, we just ate a stack of seeds. Still a baby, eh? Are you kidding me? Where on earth does a creeper come? All this glass. I guess I'll just have to try and put it all back in. Thankfully, it is a pretty quick process. It's made a real mess of this room, so I'm going to patch it up with stone bricks. Oh my goodness, this is a pretty rare guy. A skeleton jockey, and this guy's got some enchanted armor on as well. Probably worth luring this guy into my house. Oh no. Oh dear.
Oh God, what have you done?
He's dead. Yep. Oh, no, he's not dead. Uh-oh, creeper don't blow. There's mobs everywhere. Let's get him down here. I'm going to eat a gapple because I'm actually quite close to dying here, but I can't wear my armor because he'll get hurt. Okay, just use the totem. Alrighty, I've got a better idea. If I just run away. Alright, well, the skeleton jockey died after all that. What if for next time I create this room here? The next time a skeleton jockey shows up, I can lure him into here and trap him. I just feel like it'd be a cool side project. The only things I need now are to collect up the eggs, and I'm also going to need quite a bit more iron for hoppers. So I think my best option is to kill 2 birds with 1 stone and AFK at the gunpowder farm. And whilst I'm here getting more gunpowder, I'm also going to be collecting iron over there. I've been there for some time. Let's see what we've got. Well, we've certainly got more than enough eggs, and this should be enough iron to get me started at least. All the items are nicely put in these shulker boxes. So let's grab them and get to the nether. And also take out all these creepers whilst I'm here. How do I intend to get the rest of the iron that I need? Well, I can just go to my bartering farm. And this chest here, as you can see, is full of iron nuggets, which I can turn into ingots. And the remaining 13 hoppers can be made. Next, I'm going to take this smooth stone and create some markers along this way, since it brings me straight into a soul sand valley. And this right here is where I'm going to start building the farm. So I start by building a portal like this, and then I repeat this until I have 8 portals in total. All the portals are now built, so I'm going to light them all up. And next I'm going to add some platforms in
Everything's so much.
This is why I brought so many stone bricks. Now all the stone bricks are in, so next I need to build some glass walls. And now that that's done, I just do the exact same thing for the second layer. And now all of the portals are finished. Let's line them all up and add 2 more glass walls at each side. There we go, perfect. And all that's left to do on the build in the nether is just spawn proof these portals with slabs. And now that that's done, let's go down here, and I need to build a portal for myself right here. Since I run out of slabs, we're going to put buttons on top of this one. This has made a brand new portal, which is good. It Did it have to make it all the way down here? I'm going to mine up this portal, then head up to the surface, and then I'm going to build a new portal right here. And in theory, when I go through this, it should link to the portal above the nether. Fortunately, it doesn't. It links to this one, so I'm going to get rid of it, and then go back through this one, which brings me back down here. Are you kidding me? I have linked the portals, but I've linked the wrong portals, so you know what? We're just going to roll with it. Turns out the reason for the problem is because I've mixed up the coordinates. Don't ask how. Sometimes I just do stupid things. That portal links correctly there, and this portal also correctly links, except it needs to be way up in the sky. And this is where my scaffolding is going to come in handy. There we go. New portal made.
Perfect.
Sorted. And it linked perfectly. All right, I'm very happy. But a little temporary platform so it's easier to get things done. Next, I'm going to park a boat in the portal. And this is why I needed the eggs, so that we can have... Oh, sorry. Yeah, a chicken go into there, and you need two... we've got a spare chicken.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, mate, but you can't go in the boat. You're going to have to break this. Yep. Just don't get in the way, okay? Let's light the portal. And now I need to make a bit of a checkerboard pattern with the soul sander and these temporary netherrack blocks. And now that's done, I can remove these temporary netherrack blocks. And this is where all my hoppers are going to get used up, as I need to place one under every single block. But these are the things that are going to collect up all the gas tiers and gunpowder. Next, we're going to add a glass wall all the way around the edge. Then I'm going to add a glass roof. And finally, the wither roses, which are going to take out the ghasts. And now that that's done, the farm is finished. All I need to do now is go back to the nether. From this block, I'm going to build right up to build height. And this right here is my AFK spot. Kind of made it look nice. I can get rid of all of this scaffolding. Very satisfying to watch. And if I go here, we should see some gas come through. Here's the farm. Hopefully it worked. We can check the chest. Look at that. Gas tiers and gunpowder already. It is working very, very fast. I'd like to build an auto storage up here, so that's what I'm going to do next. I've got all of the items that I need. You've already seen me build one of these before, so I'm not going to put you through that again. And there we go. This is now all done. It will sort the items. As you can see, there's the gas tiers in this one and gunpowder here, and eggs will just filter straight through into this chest, since we will get a few of them as well. Now all that's left to do is spend a bit of time AFK there and see what we get. A few days have passed. Let's go and see how much we've got. And here we go. This chicken now officially lives here. In fact, we can put the egg in.
He's just
16 eggs so far, and here we have quite a bit of gunpowder and a good amount of gas tiers. We're still gonna need a lot more. I could make it faster by adding more layers, but I can't be able to do that at the moment. I'll bring these gas tiers back home and then craft a load of Eyes of Ender. Grab a bunch of glass. I can now begin crafting loads of end crystals. That is definitely a good start. The only thing slowing me down now is the gas tiers. Next, I'd like to grab a shulker box, dye it so it is brown, and then I can begin filling this up with spruce logs. Although we are going to need quite a few more spruce logs, so I'm going to start growing them. And then I need to do a lot of tree chopping. Every single tree has been chopped down now. If we go into this shulker box right here, we can see it is not quite full yet, but if we also take the logs inside of here, we're now so close. I'll just grow a couple more trees and then I'll be done. And this time I definitely have enough wood to fill this shulker box, and we can even chuck some down here to go back in the chest. Now when I'm out and about, I'll never run out of wood again. And now for my next project, I'm going to build a bone meal farm. I'm going to need quite a lot of items to make this, but the main thing I need is melons. And I don't think I have any melon seeds, so I'm heading to a jungle. What on earth is this? Why is it a blue vine? None of the other vines are that colour. I have never seen a blue vine before. Is there another? Is that just water? There's more over there. What? I wonder if it makes a difference if I sleep. It's still blue. I have absolutely no idea what this is. Let's break out some shears. Start mining this. So wait, are vines blue if they're in a spruce forest? No. That's green. What?
Bug.
I have absolutely no idea what I've just witnessed. I can't explain it. If anybody knows what's going on, please tell me. Now let's get back to what we came here for. Melons. Final test with these. If I break this, okay, and then place it in the exact same place. Alright, so it must be something to do with the fact that we're now in a... Maybe it's like it crosses over into a river biome or something. No, because that one's not... I have absolutely no clue. All I do know is that I've got plenty of melon seeds now, so I'm getting out of here. Took a bit of time, but I now have all the items I need to build this bone meal farm. And I'm not going to build it near my house. I'm instead going to build it at spawn so that it's always working in the background. And this pillar right here indicates the world spawn. I could either do a bit of deforestation and clear out an area, or just build it on top of all the trees. But I think so that it looks a lot better, I'm going to do a load of deforestation. And I get free wood in the process too. Project deforestation is now complete. Now I've got to start digging a couple of trenches. And then we're going to place stone and hoppers in this trench. And next we're going to add the slime that's going to be pushing things along. So this is going to go to there. And then this is going to go above like that. Next we're going to add hopper minecarts on top of these hoppers. And then break the rails underneath. And iron bars above these. And once I flick this lever...
How does someone figure out how to do half of this stuff?
The slime machine part of the contraption is complete. We're just going to put some glass blocks behind all the hopper minecarts. Everything over there is complete. Now I'm just building a system over here that will push that fly machine back. Now the return turn system is complete. Pretty simple. Let's dig the area under here that's going to do the composting. We need a chest right here, and then going into that, we're going to have hoppers like this. And these are going to connect all the way around so that it's underneath the final hopper. And then this is what's going to make the bone meal, the composters. Get all 6 of them in. Perfect.
Yeah, okay.
Let's have some light in here too. We don't want monsters down here. You'll probably get the idea with this next bit. We're just going to be making lots of farmland. And of course, I've also got to add glowstone underneath the water so that it doesn't freeze. All the ground has been tilled. Now I've just got to build a border around here so the melons don't grow outwards. And the final thing to be done on this farm is to plant all the melons. So this melon farm is now completely finished. I'm going to switch this lever, which should set things off. I think when the hopper clock goes. Yep, it is now setting off, so obviously there's no melons to pick up at the moment. Look at that, he's cleaning up all the snow on its way. Let's see what happens when it gets to the other side.
Snow plow and a farming
I put the piston
machine
on the wrong block. So this is going to be working nicely in the background. I'm now going to leave it alone and spend a bit more time getting gas tiers. A few more days have passed. Let's see how many gas tiers we've got. It's got me another 2.5 stacks, which is good, but I think for this farm to be successful long term, I'm going to have to make it faster. And the best way to do that is going to be to add more nether portals, which means I'm going to have to mine up more obsidian.
Probably could.
Guys, I just fell into the void and flew back out again. I do not want to be down there. I'm gonna have that was almost it. That was all. We almost did not make it to 1,000 days. Bro, day 962, and I nearly just died. I basically just pressed F3 and T like this so that I could mine obsidian with no hands, but I forgot that I
had a feeling that was a bad idea.
To, stop myself from mining, I wasn't on Minecraft. I know. I panicked there big time. All right, guys, I have mined up so much obsidian, nearly died in the process. I think it's time to head back. All of these can go in the shulker box. And I'm going to need a lot of blocks as well to make the platforms. That does mean that all these slabs must be removed. And then portals built on top. It's taken a lot of building, but I've now done 7.5 layers
Holy,
of this.
It looks like a parking garage.
So I'm going to spend a little bit more time AFKing up here and see how much faster this farm is. I've just realised my elytra is nearly broken. Thankfully I have a load of XP bottles here so I can go and heal that up. That should last it until I get to my pigment farm. And I'm looking forward to seeing how well this gas farm has done. Here we go. Alright, that is much faster.
Yeah,
the speed is way better. And look at all the gunpowder we're getting. So let's take all these back home. And whilst I'm here, I'm also going to go to the gold farm. And then I can properly repair my elytra and
Sucking
all my
them
tools.
in.
And now
Look at them go.
Let's go back to the overworld. And now I can use all these gas tiers to make even more end crystals. And look at all these end crystals that I've got. Next, I'd like to go to my bone meal farm and see if it's working. It won't be running in the background whilst I was in the nether because it's only functional while I'm in the overworld, and yeah, this doesn't look too good. We'll place a block like that. Okay, it is moving. Uh-oh, it's nicked me thing. Oh no, the mine carts have gone. Let's see what happens when it gets here. Does it pick them up? This isn't going to work, is it? Go on, work. Yes, it fixed itself. What I'm going to do is switch it off for now and instead come back when all this melon has grown. You know what? Whilst I wait, I'm going to head to the nether, head to my wither skeleton farm, and just grab all of these bone blocks out of this chest. It's a much easier way to get bone meal. In fact, I did have a system that was getting rid of all the bones, but I might as well just keep them for now. I mean, look at all these guys coming down. Now let's use this bone meal on these stems. And I'm pretty sure if I use a fortune pickaxe on here. Okay. Whoa, it's just composted them. Let's try again with that. We got ourselves... Oh, we only got one seed there. So is it just one seed every time? I thought sometimes it would duplicate, but obviously not. Isn't it kind of ironic that I am using up all my bone meal to make a bone meal farm? A lot of the melons have now grown. Let's see this baby in action. Look at it. It is absolutely bulldozing through these. I could do with grabbing some of these melons and then planting them down as seeds. And at long last, the stems have all grown and the bone meal is flowing in. So I'm going to leave that running in the background. Hopefully the minecarts don't glitch out again.
Makes more sense.
The final thing I need to be ready for my dragon farm is some sort of slime farm. Because this one here, whilst it does occasionally get me slimes, it's just too slow. I can build a much better one under the ocean. To begin with, I need to find a slime chunk inside a deep ocean. And this looks like a good one right here. So now it's time to dig down to level 22 and we've got to mine out this area up to level 28. As I've been digging out this room, I've actually dug into a cave. Caves like this are a bit of a problem because they will slow down the rates of slime spawning unless I light these caves up. And look at this, I've dug through and there's even more cave. At least I know about it so I can light it up.
More water, more
the rest
mobs.
of the cave system is just all water, so I don't need to bother with that. The only place I've got to bother with now is the room I've been digging. This has now been completely dug out, so I'm going to build up 4 blocks here. And then I'm going to build a bit of a platform around so these can be broken. And a 3 wide slab border like this is going to be built all the way around. All the slabs are down. This room is well lit. We're going to put some trapdoors along here like so. Make a little square. And then I'm going to dig out these 2 here. Leave those like that. And if we go into the roof, we're just going to put some trapdoors like this. These are just to trap the iron golem, so we're going to put another trapdoor there. Then I can summon in the iron golem, and I need to push him so he goes on the trapdoors. If he doesn't, then it'll be a disaster. He's there, perfect. Put that trapdoor. You're now trapped. And next I'm going to build a nice little area that is going to collect up the slime and is also going to allow me to exit up to the ocean. All the hoppers along here are going to collect all of the slime, which can then start filtering into chests. And on top of these hoppers, we're going to put campfires. Let's also make a way out of this storage room that's going to take me up to the ocean.
What's with the campfires?
There we go, perfect. Up here is the AFK spot completed. Theoretically down there, slimes should be spawning in. I'm also going to add ladders going all the way up to the build height, even though I can just fly up there with the Elytra. Now for the real question. Is it working? Yes, we have got a slime balls going in. I'm going to remove these ladders so it's easier to get up and down. And next I'm going to spend a bit of time AFK at this platform. I've AFK'd here for a while. Let's see what we've got. And look at
Day
all this
983.
slime. And to make life easier, I'm going to turn it all into slime.
It's a lot of slime.
And now I'm going to take this opportunity to repair all my tools. I've now created every farm that I need. I think it's time that we put together this dragon farm. Took me a while, but I now have all the items I need. I'm just going to grab a few shulker boxes and head back to my bone meal farm. Then I can take all the bone meal in here and put it into shulker boxes. All these bone blocks are coming with me as well. And the final things I need to get is some buckets of lava and twisting vines. Now let's start building this in the end. This is going to be a massive build, but I'm looking forward to doing it. I do also have to hope that this farm doesn't really clash too much with my wither destroyer, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm going to start by placing a couple of blocks here and then packed ice along this way with pressure plates on top. We're going to need a daylight sensor right there. And then if we come across 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, I'm going to have to... Hold on, I need to fill in this bit of endstone as well. That's much better. And the packed ice goes there. Let's get rid of these blocks. And I'm going to basically repeat this all the way around. Gone all the way around. I've added a little bit of a wall here. If we want to put a sign... Okay, that's not quite right. Said it wants to be like that. Perfect. And then we're going to put another sign up there. And finally, a sign right there. And in theory, when I place water here... Yeah, it doesn't leak everywhere. Do need to change this to be a slab though.
Whoa, okay. Weird.
Well, we stopped the water. Now this little water contraption is also going to be repeated on all the sides. And all 4 sides are now complete. Next I'm going to come here, place a block with a repeater on 1 tick delay, and then a block coming out of that. In fact, it's going to be easy if I jump and place one like that. And this has a piston on top of it and a slime block coming out of it. So as you can see, when I'm on here, it didn't really work that time, but if I go like that, like, it will push me across here when this is finished. I've done some thinking, and I'm going to go back and swap out all this ice for blue ice, as that will make things run a lot better. I've spent ages trying to work out why I go so slow
how do you even get the difference?
And weirdly enough, it's because I've got depth strider boots on, so if I go like this instead, I've taken them off, I get across fine, so never knew that was a thing. All the pistons are now in place. Basically, the way the mechanism works is it's going to push me around like this, and I'm going to be looking down, holding right click, and pressing the end crystals in. And also, okay, I need to slightly fix this then. There's something not right there. I'll just put a lever here that's permanently on. That'll fix that. And on the second time round, it works perfectly. But sadly, the Wither Machine's redstone might need to be moved. Next, we're going to build a system that detects if the Ender Dragon has been defeated or not. To do this, I'm going to place a stairs here and then a slab on the side. Also a slab on this side and a block underneath. Then I'm going to put an observer like this so that it will detect if the water disappears. And that water is going to be like that. So you can see it flows into here. But once the end portal activates and the dragon is spawned, it will temporarily turn this block to air and then the water will reflow back down and this will activate the observer. I'm guessing you didn't come here for me to teach you how redstone works, so I'm just going to get on with the building. Then that observer connects all the way to this redstone and it goes straight up to a note block, which is going to send the signal way up high. Right here is the chute that you're going to fall down from all the way up there, so we do need some water on this, but first we're going to get rid of this block and we're going to add slabs. It's probably easy if I just jump down here. No, we're not going to add slabs. We're going to add signs like this and then slabs on top of here, and then finally we're going to place some water there, and as you can see I can then, well, you know, I'm not going to open it because water might drop down and I don't want something to go wrong. Turns out opening this trapdoor causes no problems at all. Next I'm going to build a bit of a soul sand chute, which means I'm going to have to come into here a bit and kind of, yeah, box in. This is where we're going to start intruding on the Wither farm. This is going to be a nice little glass chute that goes right the way up with slabs on top. I think it's finally time to try and move some of this redstone around. I decided it's best to just straight up remove it because whatever was there will get destroyed and turn into endstone anyway when I use the farm. I think I found my best bet is going to be to put barrels here instead, and then I can put a repeater here because I can't put repeaters on top of chests. I'll be honest guys, I'm kind of making this part up as I go along, but I think that this is now going to work perfectly.
I just don't know how you even figure that out.
So the water's going to go there. I'm going to fall down here, and I'm not going to keep jumping, am I? I'm going to fall down. It's going to push me down onto this, and then that pushes me up here, and I should just float up. All I have to do is fill it with water. Oh my goodness, we've had a disaster. We've had our first disaster. Oh no. This machine's now broken. Guess the rule is you can't have a dragon farm and a wither farm working at the same time. This feature is now complete. It brings me up here. I'm just gonna put some water like that flows to there. So then when I'm up here, I'll go to this piston and straight to here. This is so complicated, but at the same time, it's actually working. All I can do now is keep building this tube up until Y114. I've made it up here. I've got loads more redstone to do. I'm not going to make you watch it all. This part isn't very redstone-y though. I'm just going to put water there and fill this up using kelp. And that gives me a very nice little water elevator. And the soul sign can be moved back now. I hope I don't regret breaking this, but I'm going to go like that and then place that. Hopefully the water didn't mess anything up. I see water going into there. That's not good. It did mess it up, but this now works perfectly. All the redstone is complete. That's basically what's going to dispense some end crystals and push me back down. It's all done. Now I've got to fill in this area. And this is basically going to be a giant water collection system that will collect all the XP. Finally, this is done up here. I've put slabs all the way around the outside as well. All that's left to do is start adding water, and thankfully I can use infinite water sources to do that. Now I can build up 7 blocks from here and place an obsidian on top of that. This is kind of going to stop the dragon going down too low. And now I've got to stack up another 60 blocks. And now I'm going to build a TNT duper. Normally I wouldn't do any duplicating glitches at all on this world.
What does that mean?
There's not really any other way to do it than using a TNT duper. They are fairly simple things to build, and they're very, very powerful. Now then, did I build this correct? Let's see. I go like that, and then... There we go. The TNT's going down. Although I built it in completely the wrong place. It's meant to be above that obsidian. Nothing that I can't quickly fix. I have fixed that TNT duper up there. It now lands on the obsidian. And I've also built the 4 TNT dupers that are at the 4 tallest towers. So these will destroy them. And they're all connected up using redstone. Next, I'm going to build a system that will detect when the final tower is ready. So I've got an observer block right here. And I'm going to use twisting vines. If I go right down here like this, very gracefully float. And we're going to put a twisting vine there. There we go. Build it up a little bit. A dispenser going into that. And this is where the bone meal comes in. This is going to be a hopper on top with a double chest here as well. That's going to go like that.
Feed that vine going all the way up.
Get that all filled up. And now all the bone meal that I own is in this chest here. I'm going to place an observer facing this way. And I need to head back home and get another observer. Before I do that, I also want to change this to be blue ice. Add a slab right here. Let's just get rid of these blocks. And right here, this needs to be a sign. There we go. Because the sticky piston otherwise will stick to it. This piston can go right here with the observer facing this way, which is now going to grow this, and the bone meal will only grow out when it's not at its full thing, so this bone meal isn't getting wasted. And if I want to switch it off, I just go like that, and it stops, and that keeps it running. I can also make this into a torch farm, because these torches will drop off and go through the portal, so I'm going to throw some torches through, and then I have to see where they land, so I destroyed my bed, so I came back to here. Aha! I've spotted them. So right where this block is, what we're going to do is instead place a hopper like that, with the chest underneath, so when any torches fall through the portal, they should go straight into this hopper and straight into the chest. I'm going to grab all my end crystals, load them up into this chest. Somehow I'm going to try and switch on the TNT dupe, but there we go. I need a better system for that. All right, here we go. Let's test it out. Let's see if this somehow actually works. Okay, it's pressing right click for me automatically. Okay, I don't have to touch anything. This is 100% being AFK'd. All the end crystals are down. Okay, I need to be careful with that trapdoor clicking, but alrighty, we're in the chute. Okay, that is good. All 4 end crystals got done. We've got another 4 end crystals, so that system is working as well. I guess all that's left to do is see if the Ender Dragon correctly dies. Okay, this is a lot of hard work. I guess the entire video is kind of coming down to this moment. The Ender Dragon's up there. He's taking damage, or she should I say, and it's circling. I think it's working, guys. Look at that. The Ender Dragon it's been taken out. I've installed the replay mod so you can get a view of what's happening. It looks amazing. And now the dragon is being taken out. So let's see if the system works to send me back down. I'm going to keep things going. So it sends me... Well, that didn't work, did it? Well, that should be a pretty simple fix if I just put some blocks below that. All I have at the moment is logs, so we're just going to do something like that. Yeah, that should definitely help. I guess I should go for test run number 2. And second time round, and another dragon has easily been defeated. And this time when the machine pushes me out, look at that. We land exactly where we want to be, and we're going back around the machine again as intended. Okay, I didn't actually have to change. There is a little bit of a problem with that bit that I will fix, but it's so fast. Like, already the next dragon is being summoned. Dragon number 3 is down. We're going to be pushed, and we go around again. Although this time I'm going to stop myself from going round. First of all, I'd like to fix this trapdoor problem. Putting the lever there will probably work. better, I think. So if I go like that, there we go, it stays up. It shouldn't be an issue anymore. Now that I know everything's definitely working perfectly, I'm going to AFK here for a little bit and see how much more XP we get. Guys, we did it.
999.
Look at the F3 screen. Day 1000. I've just got to make it to the end of this day, and I've survived 1000 days in Minecraft Hardcore. This is insane. You know what? I've had enough of this. Okay, we're not going to sit there and AFK. You know, 1000 days. I'm very, very pleased with that. We've built this incredible contraption. The only change we're going to make is add like another repeater there, just because sometimes I get jammed, but that's a minor thing. It works insanely well. A very large amount of the design did come from FastJazz. I'm going to link any tutorial, use any help. I always link down below in the description. But his was made in 1.17, so I had to like come up with I had to build that the twisting vine solution for a detector because he used a shulker. And for some reason, a lot of the mechanism didn't work, so I kind of had to redesign a load of things. So yeah, it's a big project, but obviously I wouldn't have got anywhere near without FastJazz's help. I'm also going to come through here, and if we go and check how many torches we got, look at that, 27 torches, very respectable. Might as well send off this melon farm. Yeah, this was made by Shulkercraft. To be honest, a lot of things I built I wouldn't be able to have done without Shulkercraft. Rayzworks, he's another person who's helped me out with his videos. Near Mature,
that's really cool.
Logical Geek Boy, so many people. So many tutorials, like, yeah, I've come up with some stuff myself, but
yeah, like I wouldn't have thought that he would have come out with it all himself, but it's just still an inherently
for this video.
smart people end up figuring stuff out.
1000 days series. Yeah, people's videos have helped me so much. Special thanks to my editors as well, to be honest. I didn't really, I forgot to mention that in the video, but yeah.
Always the editor.
And I guess Desiree won't hear this, but he's been a big help in the ones he did as well.